myself up, dust myself off, start all over again.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's April 1st, 2025. Yeah, I know. It's been no less than 6 days? 7. No, it's been a week since I last recorded. That was my youngest son's first birthday, which was kind of a bust, and since I want to respect his privacy, I didn't really record much of anything to be viewed by the general public, aka you guys. What I did not update you guys about last time was our trip to Salt Lake City was pretty successful. We were, long story short, we were approved for TANF, T-A-N-F, and they'd be paying for application fees, deposits, and first, possibly second month's rent. We were able to go to one apartment complex and filled out one application, which has been sort of in a state of limbo, going back and forth. It's taking time to get a bunch of approval and all that. The only thing we're waiting on now is some form of proof of income, which has been an uphill battle, I'm telling you. When we went to Salt Lake City 3 weeks ago now, boy, I could have sworn we would have been out of here by now. Surprise, April Fools, we're not. Spring has sprung. The grass has riz. I wonder where the birdies is. It's too much glare. Should be a bird up there. Whether my camera can focus on them or not, the birds are pretty much everywhere. And unfortunately, so are we. Long story short, if you haven't been keeping up with it, a couple of weeks ago we went to Salt Lake City to apply for TANF, which is Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. They gave us 90 days to find an apartment that would work with us and get in, and they'd pay the first couple of months' rent. We applied to an apartment while we were there. It was drawn out a couple of weeks, and unfortunately, just this past Friday, we found out we've been denied for an apartment yet again because of our eviction history. 2 evictions in 2 years basically makes us the renting equivalent of chopped liver. It's so messed up too, because you'd think a lower income complex would be a little bit more forgiving. Like I could understand if it was like paid off or something like that, but it's like they're letting our past define who we would be as renters. And from a business standpoint, it makes sense, but from a humanitarian standpoint, it makes no sense at all. Here we are. We've been stuck here for 6 months. My husband's been training for a new job for over a month. And as soon as he's done with it, he basically can start on ride-alongs and a paid internship, which wouldn't pay much, but it would be something. And we got nowhere to go. And today is Palm Sunday. Normally we'd be in church today, but certain circumstances, namely lack of funds, we haven't had any income since January. We've been living off the kindness of family and friends, and even their generosity has limits. So yesterday my dog ran out of food, and I made the decision to put, yesterday my dog ran out of food, and I made the decision, too much glare, I made the decision that since we only had enough gas to make one more round trip drive into town, that we would do our shopping today. We would do our shopping on Saturday, get it out of the way, get Lola some more food, and not go to church today because she was completely out of food. I had to feed her basically half rations for breakfast yesterday. So now we have just enough left in the tank to make it into town, no money to pay for gas, and not enough to get back here, because where we are is roughly 26 miles to the east of the county seat. So it's, to hear we were rejected for the apartment, somehow it wasn't surprising, but it was also pretty devastating because we stated on the application about the evictions, and it took them 2.5 weeks to tell us, oh, by the way, we can't take you because you've been evicted. They could have told us within a couple of days that we'd been rejected, and then we would have had time to move on before we were completely broke. And that didn't happen. So it's just really frustrating. Our time with TANF is obviously running out. If we can't get somewhere within 90 days, they won't even be able to pay a deposit, let alone first month's rent. And we're totally broke. Our bank account is in the negative by about $100. My husband, oh, I see deer, has not been able to pay his phone bill in 2 months, and the service was just shut off. Mine's only been paid because it's a pay-as-you-go, and it's about 1/3 of the cost. So, it's going for a walk to try and clear my head and get you guys caught up, because it's disconcerting and it's disheartening. And I see a deer. Nice little doe resting in the trees over there. As you can hear, the birds are singing up an absolute riot. Looks a little bit green now, which is nice. Oh, there's two. There's another one. I think it's a little baby. Not sure. It's really hard to film anything with this glare. But yeah, it's a little baby in there. So fuzzy. It's okay, Bambi. I'm not gonna... Oh, sweetheart. It's okay, Bambi. I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, it's so fuzzy. It's so fluffy and cute. And it looks like somebody has installed a tire swing on this old sucker. It is oh so tempting to see if it holds my weight.